So I'm Jackie, and I'm going to be backing up Jacob's claim that the U.S. should create an infrastructure to prepare for autonomous cars in the future. I'm also going to be refuting Joy's claims against Jacob's, and I'm going to be proving why we should have an infrastructure. So basically, distracted driving is a major cause in car accidents in the United States. According to Christina Silva from the International Business Times, highway deaths soared by 10% during the first 6 months of 2016 compared to the year before. The uptick came after the nation saw a 7.2% increase in highway deaths in 2015, the largest percent increase in 50 years. So obviously, cell phones have become a bigger part of our lives within the past 5-ish years, and we all admittedly use them while we're driving, even if it's just to look up directions or something. But it's a big problem, and that's something that autonomous cars wouldn't have a problem with because they're not, obviously, humans looking at their phones. Joy said that we should have stricter regulations to stop this cell phone use and other distracted drivings, but honestly, I don't think that's going to work, and it hasn't proven to work. I mean, California has actually made our regulations even stricter with texting and driving, and it still hasn't worked. I still see people on their phones on the road all the time. So stricter regulations would not work in decreasing human driving error. Also, another point is that autonomous cars don't have emotions like humans do, so that would mean they won't have road rage. According to AAA Newsroom, nearly 80% of drivers express significant anger, aggression, or road rage behind the wheel at least once in the past year. Also from the same source, approximately 8 million drivers engage in extreme examples of road rage, including purposefully ramming into another vehicle or getting out of the car to prevent another driver. Obviously, this won't happen with autonomous cars because they don't have feelings and they can't, get out and hit another person. She also stated that we shouldn't put our full trust in robots, which is true. We should not put our full trust in robots. However, it's not like, humans actually have a slower reaction time than as compared to the autonomous cars that have been tested recently. And also, according to Lauren Keating from Tech Times, she says, it doesn't matter that robots don't feel or emote, since we are looking at split-second decisions. Whether a human driver is making the decision or algorithms in the car are, it's never going to be a perfect scenario. So it's never going to be, no one's going to get everything that they want. Does that make sense? So we can trust the robots, but I think the robots are trustworthy, but it's never going to be perfect. We needed to talk about how poor the infrastructure really is in the United States. According to the American Society of Civil Engineers, they do a report card grading for America's infrastructure every 4 years, and this year they gave us a D+, which is really bad, and it mainly came from our poor roads, which need to be fixed, obviously. And it says, according to the source of American Society of Civil Engineers, after years of decline, traffic fatalities increased by 7% from 2014 to 2015. And 1 out of every 5 miles of highway pavement is in poor condition, and our roads have a significant and increasing backlog of rehabilitation needs. So basically, we need to fix our infrastructure, and it would only make sense that we would if we were to spend this much money on infrastructure, it would only make sense that we put it towards the future instead of just fixing it for right now. Because if there's going to be autonomous cars in the future, then we need an infrastructure for it. And it just makes sense that we would use our money wisely. Lastly, she said that more with trusting autonomous cars, we're actually still in the process of research, so it's not like the cars are perfect yet. We're still perfecting them and coming up with new ways to have autonomous cars be the mode of transportation in our lives. So obviously nothing's perfect and we're still working towards it, but our infrastructure should be changed to fit these needs.